What's up, everybody? As you can see, I added legs to my grappling dummy. It's just the same as building the arms. I even put a shirt on so I can put the legs through some sleeves. That way I can simulate the best I can. If I don't have a partner to train with, the reason I did this, today we're going to be going over breaking the guard and passing the guard. So if you have a partner to work with, you're lucky, but not everybody has that option. So I'm going to give you a little tip on what to do if you just have a grappling dummy. Obviously they can't close their guard, but there's a little trick you can do to kind of help you with that. So I need to get my opponent's guard first and foremost. What I'm going to do with the grappling dummy, I'm going to take the towels, I'm going to tuck them into the back of my belt. That way it's going to simulate what it feels like when the person's guard would be breaking open. So I want to start here. I'm in my base. My frames with my hands, I want to pressure straight down into the ground. My opponent's hip straight down. From here, I'm going to pick a knee and I line it up in the center of their body with their spine. Here, like this. My other leg, I'm going to step up to my foot and I want my leg at a 90-degree angle. Now, from here, I want to keep my pressure straight down. To me, one of the biggest mistakes people make here is as they go to sit back, they start to push up into the ribs, which allows my opponent to lift their hips up over my leg and kind of keep their guard locked. I want to be here pressuring straight down still. Even as I'm sitting back, I'm just pressing straight down. If I'm going against a taller opponent, I might need to keep the pressure down and then scoot back some until I feel their guard break. So I'm here in my opponent's guard, pressure straight down. Line my knee up with the center. I step up, I sit back. If my opponent's legs are long enough, I keep my pressure straight down and I keep moving back, keep sitting back until the guard breaks. Okay, so now, passing the guard. The position we're going to end up in is called side control. When I'm in side control, what I want to do, I'm going to be here. It's kind of like pinning a person in wrestling. This arm is going to be scooping under the head. This elbow is on the ground at the hips. This knee is on the ground at the hips. I'm pinching this elbow and this knee together. Here, I'm dropping my weight straight down through my chest. I don't want to push forward like this. It makes it easy for the person to reverse me. To get heavy, I want to go straight down into the ground here. So now, passing the guard. I'm here, boom, controlling. I bring my knee to the center, step up. I break my opponent's guard. Once I feel the guard break, and it doesn't matter if one leg falls, the other one doesn't. I'm gonna normally go the direction that I'm already facing. I bring this hand to my opponent's pant leg, and I wanna tuck my elbow inside the knee. From here, I'm going to, boom, bring their leg to the mat. I use my forearm to control and pin down. My hand, I like to use and grab the top of the pant leg. That way, if they try to move their leg around, I have a good control of it. From here, I like to step up to a squat position. And then I bring this knee to the mat. Then I turn in to side control. So, I'm 5'9", 165 pounds. Going to that squat position is better for me. when I'm going against a larger opponent. I know a lot of people teach a knee slide pass, but for me, I found being here, if I go to knee slide and my opponent pushes my leg, I get off balance and I fall a lot of the time. When I'm here and I step up to the squat position, even if they bring their hand up to block my knee, I'm going to be able to still bring it to the mat and finish the movement and come through. One last thing on the pass. Once I get my knee to the ground, I'm putting my weight into that knee and I'm sitting my weight into my opponent's hips to control them as I sit through the rest of the way. It's very important. The biggest aspect with passing the guard is I need to make sure I control my opponent the entire time. Boom. I come up to the squat position, I put my knee down, I sit my hip into their hip and sit through to here. The biggest thing when I'm passing someone's guard, I need to make sure I control them the whole time. Which in this instance means I'm really controlling their legs and their hips more than anything else. One thing I tell a lot of my students, I don't care if I pass a guard in 5 seconds or 5 minutes, as long as I pass the person's guard. So what that really means is, anytime you're looking to pass someone's guard, don't try to rush it. Anytime you try to rush something like this, that's most of the time when you're going to make a mistake and your opponent's going to be able to capitalize even if they're on their back. So make sure you're controlling your opponent the whole way through. That way, you have a higher rate of success potentially. That's going to be it for today. Thanks for checking in. Like I said, I'm going to keep making these videos as long as we're all kind of stuck inside. I can't go to the gym and practice. I know a lot of us miss practice right now, myself as well. But just because I can't go to the gym and train with other people doesn't mean I can't drill and practice. I can still do things to help refine my technique and get a little bit better. Thanks for checking the video out. If you like and subscribe, if you're on my social media, I'll just keep posting them there every day. But thanks again, guys.